Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. It's a really horrible, cold, wet, windy, rainy, disgusting day here in South Wales, but on a positive note, the postman's just been and the boys at MODELSPORT have managed to get this out to us super duper early. I wasn't expecting it for a good few weeks yet. As you can see from the box here, it's the brand new E-Flite Micro Draco. 800mm wingspan, so it's a good little size. Not quite UMX, ultra micro size. We'll compare it to the timber we've got hanging from the ceiling in a bit, just to see how much bigger this one is. But I've heard some really good reviews about this, so I cannot wait to get it in the air. We've got the full-size 2m 6S Draco above my head here, which is an absolute monster of a plane to fly, but quite restricted where I am sometimes for flying it. So we've got this little one, so hopefully we can just keep this in the van or the car and really get some good use out of it. I've got two of the new Spectrum 3S batteries for it and two of the 4S ones, so we can do some comparisons on power there, but I cannot wait this out of the box, guys. Let's just get stuck in. Typical E-Flite amazing packaging. Look at that. We get that unboxed now, guys, and we'll lay it all out and we'll see what we've got in the pack. Alright, let's get in the box. I've already cut the tape off. You don't want to see me fumbling with that, would be bad enough. But anyway, so we'll get rid of all this packaging. This one's a bit tight, this one we've got to be a bit careful because these planes are very fragile, guys, so we don't want to be breaking it before we even got it out of the box. So in this one, we've got the instructions there, and as all E-Flite UMXs and the small ones come, we've got a little bit of sticky Velcro there, hold our batteries in. So we'll come back to the instructions after. Really well packaged, these guys. I've never had an issue with an E-Flite plane arriving. All right, well, we're going to get out first, the wings, I suppose. Okay, so there's the wing. And the fuselage. Excuse the mess in the workshop here, guys. Okay, I think that's it. Yep, nothing else in it, so just chuck that on the floor a second. Okay, so we've got the plane itself. That is absolutely awesome. Look at that. It is a pretty ugly plane, but I do think it's cool. It's modelled on a Wilga. If you've seen Mike Patey's channel on the real Draco, it shows the full sort of conversion, turning it into a crazy turboprop monster bush plane, which unfortunately he did crash, so it's destroyed now. Building another one called Scrappy. So we got the regular little servos on there that the smaller UMXs come with, all built in there. That's pretty cool. And we've just got one screw just to fix on the back of the wing there, so that'll just lock into there. Looks like there's a little tab there that goes over there. There we are. So we can put that in there, one screw in the back, good to go. That is cool. I'm just going to hold it up a second. It's quite tricky. We'll get the other one down after. But there's the big Draco. Give you an idea of the size. Look at that. Absolutely tiny compared to the big one. But how cool is that going to be? So I'm going to get this put together. I'm going to bind the plane to my Spectrum NX10. And we can get the batteries in there. And we'll get it out and give it a test flight. Right, so we've got the new Micro Draco bound up to my Spectrum NX10. We've got the flap set on a 3-position switch, so we've got normal mode there. Takeoff flaps. And landing flaps, they're just on that 3-position there. We set the high and low rates as per the manual, so low rates are 70% with 5% expo, and the high rates are 100. So we got those. I put them all on the ailerons, elevator and rudder. I know they should be on separate ones, but you're either in high rates or you're in low rates. So they're all on the one switch there. High rates, low rates. Low rates and high rates. We've got our safe select. I'll put it on the gear switch there. Normal mode. Safe mode. Safe mode. And we've got the throttle cut on the back there. So throttle cut on, no throttle. So we've got all our control surfaces all set. Forgotten how noisy these little planes are. So we've got our ailerons all set up. We've got our rudder, elevator, and obviously the throttle, but we're not going to have to try that because we're indoors. Really nice and easy to get a battery in this one as well, guys, sort of like some of the littler planes. Great, so we've got the new 4S Spectrum 300 milliamp hour pack in there. I need to work out the CG from the manual, no markers on it. We know we've got Safe Select activated because when we twist the plane, we can see the ailerons fighting us. Really nice scale details is this one as well. We've got all the LEDs on there. Really, really cool. Absolutely amazing looking little plane. Like I said, it's not the prettiest thing I will get, but I think it's cool. And what is pretty cool is how small it is. So if I just reach behind me, I've got the big Draco wing. So if we just pop that down on the bench, that's obviously one side of the Draco, the big one. So the small one is less than the size of one wing of the full size one, but they got all the same details as the big one. Absolutely awesome, same stickers, everything. So what we're going to do, we're going to wait for the wind to calm down a little bit. We'll get it up to one of our quieter, smaller flying spots, and we'll see what it can do. I'm not going to go mad flying it, because I'll be honest with you, I haven't flown a plane for about 3 years. So we get it up in the air and we give it a couple of gentle flights on 3 or 4S, and we'll see how she handles. Alright guys, we're back at our local flying spot. Pretty good for these Tundra planes. So we've got the new Micro Draco all set up on the Spectrum NX10 transmitter. So we've just done all the stock rates out of the manual. Just got, like it says, high and low, but there's only there's 2 there. So we've got 70% and 100% throws. Got them all on a switch. So we're going to go for 100% throws straight away. I'm going to use safe mode just to get it in the air, and we'll see how she handles. So let's get it up there, guys. Okay, so we're going to go for takeoff flaps, the Draco Maiden. Hopefully she come back in one piece, guys. Here we go. Taking off. This has just got the 300 milliamp hour Spectrum 4S smart battery in it. Already the voltage alarm is beeping at me. It is a fully charged battery though. We're just going to come out of the flaps. Amazing how slow you can get these to fly. Look at that. Try a loop. Yeah. Voltage alarm is really annoying, isn't it? Right, let's come for a slow pass. bit short. I'll do. Alright, so I think that was a pretty good first maiden. Really quick little plane for the size of it. It's amazing the difference in the power, I know it sounds silly, between a 2S and a 4S for this one and the little timber that we've been flying as well, the UMX turbo timber. But that's going to be great fun. It's amazing how slow you can get it, put full landing flaps down and it is barely walking pace. So for flying it around here in a small space, absolutely brilliant. So I think the CG was a little bit wrong, it was a little bit tail happy, so we're going to sort that out, even though it was on the 40mm mark as it said in instructions. We'll have a play with that, we'll get it back out here, but that is going to be good fun, guys. Really good.